What's up, everybody? Welcome to the final round. I'm your host, Isaiah, and I'm going to be recapping UFC Noche that just happened a couple hours ago. I just got done watching Canelo Crawford card. Fucking boxing took forever, so let's recap this because I'm tired of shit. So, Daniil Donchenko versus Rodrigo Cezinando. Daniil Donchenko won the Ultimate Fighter season finale in the first round. I predicted him to win. He just looked better everywhere. Rodrigo did land his shots back and got respect on the power, but Neil got the job done by taking him out with the right hook and then taking him out with some ground and pound. So good win by Daniil. He could be something in this division, but we'll have to wait and see. Montserrat Rondon versus Alice Pereira. Montserrat Rondon beat Alice Pereira. Um, Alice Pereira is just too young, too green. Montserrat was just able to move forward enough and wasn't able to, you know, Pereira wasn't able to keep the fight at distance where she wanted it to get her striking off. So very smart gameplay by Montserrat moving forward. Pressure heavy type fighter. Got the win. Um, nothing. She didn't look too good, nothing crazy. She won't get high in the division, but a good win by her. Montserrat. Alden Correa versus Alessandre Costa. I picked Alessandre Costa to win this fight, but Alden Correa came in and he looked good, dude. He looked good. He was beating Alessandro Costa, and in the third round, he landed a slick uppercut that dropped Costa, and he just landed up some follow-up punches and got his win off a got his UFC win in his debut fight. So very good win. It was a very good fight. And to finish, Alessandro Costa, who's fought guys like Steve Erceg and Amir Abazi. Hey, that's a good win in your debut fight. So I'm excited to see what Alvin Correa can do in this division. And flyweight's starting to heat up. So I'm excited. But let's talk about the fucking absolute shit show that Sujikis Dumas is an absolute tomato can, an absolute bum ass bitch. He took the first chance he got to quit. Yes, you got hit in the nuts, and yes, 2 minutes. If it lasted 2 minutes, that would have been acceptable. He quit. This man quit. And it perfectly makes sense because this week he posted he has $13 in his bank account. And regardless if he wins or loses, he'll get paid to show money. So if he goes right there, he takes less damage and hey, he gets some money, but fucking hell, dude. The first leg kick he gets hit with in the nuts. Not even a minute into the fight, and he quits. It sucks for Zach Reese, but Sergio Sumas, fucking cut him. Fucking cut his ass. I'm so sick of his ass. He is an embarrassment to the human race. Get him off the fucking UFC roster. He is an embarrassment to the human race. I never want to see this man fight on the UFC roster again. Go fucking fight on the local regional scene and fucking pay your fucking prison fees like that. You bum ass bitch. Get the fuck out of the UFC. Jesus Aguilar versus Luis Gurley. Uh, Jesus Aguilar was able to do a lot more in this fight. He was landing more shots that stun Jesus. I mean, Jesus, stun Luis, hurt Luis a lot more. And I don't know why I picked Luis on this fight because he still hasn't won a fight in the UFC. I should have picked Jesus because he's more established. So good for Jesus. He just shows he has more experience at that top level, and Luis still has lots to learn. So going by Jesus. And we got Tatiana Suarez versus Amanda Lemos. I'm not gonna talk long about this fight because it was boring. Um, Tatiana Suarez just did enough, I guess, was able to grapple her, hold her into the cage a lot more than Amanda Lemos was able to get off the cage. Amanda Lemos did have her moments, but Suarez just did enough. But it was a boring fight, and she didn't do anything worth noting or showing that she has improved since her last fight. So, yeah, good one by Suarez, but I'm not impressed. Then we got Joaquim Silva versus Claudia Puelles. Another fight that was boring. Joaquim Silva just did enough to beat Claudia Perez after the first round. Perez just did not have any gas. He gassed after the first, basically. He had some more moments, but more often than not, Joaquim Silva was dictating pace and pressure, and he just looked better, landed the shots that had more effect on Perez. And at this point, can we just cut Perez because he sucks. He sucks. It was a good win by Joaquim Silva. I had him win by KO. I think he almost had him out of there at the end, but hey, it is what it is. Good win though. Dusko Todorovic versus Jose Medina. Can we finally cut Jose Medina? Please, can we finally cut Jose Medina? This fucking bum has not proven to be able to do anything in the UFC. Why is he here? He just lost to Dusko Todorovic and got basically dominated, and it ended in the first round. And he had nothing, nothing of note, nothing of worth. Can't win a contender series fight. Gets signed because of toughness. Loses his first fight. Loses his second fight. Loses this fight. Cut him. It was a good one by Dusko Todorovic. Just landed the better shots. Cut Jose Medina up, got the fight to the ground, and got a submission, and got me money. So fucking cut Jose Medina. He does not deserve to be in the UFC. Simple as that. Santiago Luna versus Kwang Mi. Very impressive debut win by Santiago Luna. As gets it done in the first round with a left hook that dropped. Oh wait, what? Oh, I have it switched. Shit. Whatever. I'll figure it out. Um, landed a nice right left hook that dropped Kwang Mi bad, and then landed a hammer fist, and Kwang Mi was out. Out. It was a good stuff. Good um, KO KO win for Santiago Luna, and I was impressed. I thought Kwang Mi would be able to do more. I mean, I honestly picked Kwang Mi to win this fight, but good win by Santiago Luna. I'm impressed, and hey, he's young. We'll see what he's able to do, but good win by Santiago Luna. Then we had Alexander Hernandez versus Diego Ferreira. Good win by Alexander Hernandez. Just moved a lot on the outside. Diego Ferreira was not able to cut him off on the cage and not able to land his shots, and Alexander was just going in and out, landing his like one, two, all that kind of stuff. And eventually he got Diego coming in with a stiff right cross that dropped him. And he missed a lot of shots on the ground, but eventually he landed enough that they had to stop the fight. And he got another TKO win in the span of 3 weeks. So that's two TKO wins in the span of 3 weeks. That's very impressive for Alexander Hernandez. That's a 4 fight win streak for him. So very impressive for Alexander Hernandez. Kelvin Gastelum versus Dustin Stoltzfus. Big fatty Kelvin Gastelum can't make weight on 91. Fucking embarrassment. And that might have had an effect in the fight because I think Dustin had his moments. He had some moments on the ground where he almost had some submissions. I had him to win by submission, but sorry, mouth dry. Had some moments on the ground where he almost had submissions, but did not finish well. And every time he was on the feet, he did have some moments where Calvin's shots clearly had more pop in them, and he hurt Dustin a lot more in this fight. So he ended up getting the win by generous decision, but he doesn't take this shit seriously. He missed weight so many times. So good win by Calvin Gosselin, but hey, do better. Do better. Rafa Garcia versus Jared Gordon. This was a very exciting fight back and forth. Both men had their moments. Rafa Garcia taking the first round, doing a lot of damage on Jared Gordon. And Jared Gordon came back in the second and, started hurting Rafa Garcia. And then at the end of the round, Rafa, came back on. And then in the third round, coming into coming into the pocket, Jared Gordon got caught with a vicious elbow, and he got dropped bad. And mm, Rafa Garcia was able to finish well and gets a fight done by TKO. So I honestly picked Jared Gordon to win this fight, and I thought Rafa Garcia was bolting, but he got a second win and got a good KO win. So hey, good win by Rafa Garcia. David Martinez versus Rob Font. I picked David Martinez to win this fight, and he won this fight. He was the faster fighter, moving out on the outside. Rob Font had some moments, you know, landing some clean shots, but honestly, this was uh, Martinez's fight to win. A good step up fight for him on short notice in on Noche UFC. So no, all Mexican fighters went 5-0, and if you count Diego as 6-0, so really good. Um, Good win for David Martinez. We got new prospects in the bantamweight division in the top 10. And Rafa just kind of looks starting to look his age, looking slower. I kind of predicted that, so he still could beat some guys, I do believe. But I don't know about anyone in the top 15 anymore. We'll see. But good one by David Martinez. And then in the main event, Diego Lopes fucking finished John Silva, and the fighting nerds are now no longer undefeated. Like, dude, that's insane. The TikTokers convinced us these guys were world beaters, and we believed them. We're fools, fools of fools we are. But first round, Diego was able to just grab the hold of John Silva, got a nice slam takedown, and just controlled the fight for the majority of the fight. Landing that nasty shots, nasty elbows and punches on mount, and Diego was there for the first whole round, and then come the second round, um, John Silva did have some moments. He had some good moments. He hurt Diego a couple times. You saw Diego got wobbled a bit, but John Silva just too overzealous. Overextend himself so much in every single strike. He kept throwing stupid, like leaning down elbows trying to catch him, and that was stupid. And then eventually he got way too overzealous coming forward, and Diego Diego Lopes landed a spinning back elbow, dropped Silva, and just landed a ground pound and got the victory done. And this is what John Silva looked like after the fact. Diego's still that dude, man. And honestly, right now, I think there's a clear picture in the featherweight division. You do Aaron Murphy versus Volkanovski for the featherweight title. Number one contender fight. You do the rematch with between Diego Lopez and Movsar Evloev. I think you have the perfect setup right there. And Yair Rodriguez, push him to the side, cut him. Who fucking cares? Yair Rodriguez is a bitch and a bum, and he's the reason to beat Magomed Shapirov retired. So who fucking cares about Yair? So good win by Diego Lopez. Still that dude. Still that dude. So yeah, but pretty good card. Not as good as Paris. Not as many finishes as Paris. 14 fights we had. 8 finishes, so that's more than half of the card for finishes. And the decisions, well, there were 2 boring fights, 3 boring fights. So there's some good fights. So overall, very good card. But pay attention to any future breakdown videos I'll be doing. No UFC coming next week, but I'll be doing other videos, probably a Savage Rant video, and I'll be working on UFC 320 Pro. I'm almost done. I'm just lazy with it, um, and we're playing games too. So pay attention to any future videos both Jake and I do. Jake probably do a lot of boxing videos for Canelo Crawford. I'll give my thoughts. The main card, there's 5 fights, 5 hours. That's fucking crazy, dude. 5 fights, 5 hours. That's fucking wild. So long. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you all for watching. Like the video, subscribe, leave a comment. Anything that appreciated. And remember, all great fighters leave it all in a 5 round. Peace.